Hi everyone, I am Dr. Riahi, Nabet Riahi. Today I want to talk to you about adaptation of the Foucault's theory with these days of quarantine of coronavirus. I hope you'll enjoy this video. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. 6 months ago, if you heard the term of quarantine, the Middle Ages or something obsolete would bear in mind. But these days, we perceive this term as what is necessary for surviving. For the common good, many infectious disease specialists and epidemiologists recommend quarantining. In addition, according to different government systems and existing infrastructures in any country, political leaders draw up different strategies for quarantining. Some governments take a more strict approach, some take a more scientific approach, and the others take a more lenient approach at first, but then change it into a more disciplined approach. Now, millions of people around the world forced inside for lengthy periods. Some are self-isolating themselves at home. The others will face with punishment if they don't obey the rules of quarantine. So people have different ideas about this phenomenon. This depends on the socio-economic state of everybody, his or her thoughts and value, and even the psychiatric background of the individual. However, the codes of social distance and stay at home are accepted ideas and are internalized by people. By now, many look at this event from different views. The experts in the field of biology warn us about the routes of emerging of this crisis, especially eating wild animals. The infectious specialists, as mentioned before, recommend us the repeated codes, social distance and stay at home. The other evaluate the economical crash following this pandemic. Some experts notice us about the drop in air pollution and considering this event to rethink about future capabilities of distance learning, remote working, and video conferencing. Here we want to look at the consequence of internalized recommendations such as keep safe distance and stay at home that are a type of self-control. One of the best theories on the self-control refers to Foucault, the French philosopher of 20th century. He worked on the link between knowledge and power. According to Foucault's theory, two forms of power exist: repression power and normalizing power. Based on this theory, with passage of time, the repression power has been replaced by normalizing power. In the repression power, an individual was forced to do or not to do something with the direct violence or threat of it. After 18th century, the normalizing power gradually became the dominant type of power in which the power is accepted by individuals not by violence. Instead, individuals accept power because they think it is logical and is the common good. In other words, the Foucault theory on power could be considered as a triangle that representing self, science, and power at the angles. This is a representative of normalizing power, that is the dominant type of power in modern societies. In this model, science plays a more prominent role in controlling the individual than visible violence. Now take a look at this triangle in our case. Here the doctors are compatible with science that control us in a logical and invisible way that we cannot recognize. In such a way, more control comes to our homes. We control ourselves in an accepted belief, so some social experts are concerned with this type of internalization of recommendations, when many accept to contribute to remote working and distance learning that will degrade the final reserve of freedom in the home. In other words, we will evolve to such humans that are always under control and will not perceive that. However, it's an adapted theory, and even Foucault was alive, he would obey the recommendations because it's logical. But this theory helps us to take a look at our situation from other points of view, and so notice to what is happening to us. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. In the next videos, I will talk to you about some other aspects of COVID-19.